My name is Jenny. This is the kindergarten dress. It was made in 1950. My great-grandmother sewed the dress, and my grandmother did all the hand embroidery. It's been worn by 22 different girls in 7 different states.
I was number 1 to wear the dress in 1950.
I was number 4 to wear the dress in 1969.
I was the second of 3 sisters in the 1980s to wear the dress for kindergarten.
Hi, my name is Sylvie, and I was the 19th one to wear the dress in 2017.
I wore the dress, and both of my daughters have worn the dress, all on our first day of kindergarten. And it's still in one piece.
Love it. Jenny Hirt joins us now from Durango, Colorado, with her daughters Allie and Caroline, and her mom, Katy Pearce, joins us from her home in South Carolina. I cannot smile more at this. This is just adorable. Jenny, whose idea, do you know how it became a tradition? I get passing it down once, but then who started the roll of the ball there, or the dress?
So my daughter, Allie, was the first of the 3rd generation to go to kindergarten. And I remembered this dress, you know, wearing it on my first day of kindergarten, and know that it has been passed around after I went to kindergarten in 1980. So I asked my mom, I called her up and I said, "Mom, where's the kindergarten dress?" And she said, "Oh, I know exactly where it is. I'm going to find it for you, and we're going to get it to you for Allie's first day at kindergarten." And so we got it here. Mom actually flew in from South Carolina to help me iron it, because she's like the pro ironer.
Is it there with you all right now? Is the kindergarten dress there now?
It's here.
Oh, there it is. So, Katy, there's the dress. I mean, this is a prize thing. You don't want to just put this in a box and ship this.
Well, actually, we did that. We put it in a priority envelope and shipped it all over the place.
So 22 kids have worn that dress so far. When you look back at your family legacy, Katy, and you see all those beautiful faces starting on such an important part of life, kindergarten, in that fabric that connects them, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel really proud that this tradition has been kept alive, you know, in this family. And it's especially meaningful to me because my mother was a big part of making the dress, along with my grandmother. So I was very close to the original beginning.
You know, that's the thing. It's like, we do a show here and we dedicate it to up-and-coming fashion designers. And the reason why we do it is because a lot of my clothes were made by aunts and relatives because we couldn't afford to go into a store to buy it. So these things are made, Katy, with extra love, you know, because it is not the price. It's just stitch by stitch building this.
It's amazing. It's truly amazing.
So,
I mean, it's had the hem up and down.
Yeah.
It's had the buttons moved around.
It's had the buttons moved around because you have to adjust it to everyone's first kindergarten outfit so it can fit perfectly.
Yes, and Jenny has sewn up the sleeve, I think. There's a little tear there once. So, you know.
Minor alterations to it. Jenny, so you had to fix the sleeve just a little bit?
I did, and I am nowhere close to doing the kind of, you know, sewing that my great-grandmother and grandmother did. And so when I was like trying to fix the sleeve, Allie's looking for the stitch because it's so obvious that it's mine. I think if my grandmother watched me do this stitch, she would have been like, "Oh, Jenny, that is not a whip stitch. Like, you need to, you know."
I would have had to Google whip stitch. So which of the girls, okay, you both have worn it, or who wears it next here?
Not me.
Yeah, they've both worn it. Allie wore it first.
Allie
and
wore
Caroline last.
And who gets to wear it next?
There's a couple of gals that are cousins that are under 5 that are the next ones to wear. I think in 2 years, the next child wears the dress.
Do you treat it like a library card? Do they have to write out their name and time of return, and you get fined when you don't bring the dress back in time?
Well, actually, I send them a prepaid, pre-addressed, priority envelope.
Oh, wait, so there's no excuse. You're like, here is the return envelope, so therefore it must return. Do you have to store it because it was made in 1950, and we know fabric, our memories last forever, hopefully, but the fabric doesn't. Do you store it a certain way?
We don't. We just don't take any special care of it. I think fabric back then must have been better quality than today because it's really upheld its strength and form.
That's amazing. So, Jenny, when you finally received it for the girls, did you feel pressure? I mean, because you think like, okay, I cannot have the girls come back with stains from their first day of school on this dress that we can't get out. Grass stains might do us in.
It's true. Look how they're giggling because they know. So basically, we would send them to school with another change of clothes. We would always let the teacher know that, this dress is significant to our family. It's very old. And if they're going to do anything messy, like, let's please change them into a different set of clothes. And it's also important for the girls or any kid that's going to their first day of kindergarten to be comfortable. And so we wanted to make sure that, if they got uncomfortable wearing this dress, to get them out of it and get them into something so they can really just concentrate on having a good first day of kindergarten.
Girls, you are lucky. I would have sent you to school wrapped in saran wrap. You'd look like a 1950s sofa in plastic when I was done with you. So, Jenny, do you tell them, in addition to the dress, really the legacy of the strong women in your family who put this together? Again, that what it means more than just a dress that's been passed down.
Absolutely. This family is really good about passing things down. I'm wearing my grandmother's engagement ring right now. I have my great-grandmother's pecan pie recipe in my kitchen. We like to pass things down this family, and it's something that really ties us all together and helps us to remember that the folks that came before us are amazing and just as amazing as you are. We all are tied together with this common thread. And we're just so honored. It's an honor to wear something that the other women in this family have worn throughout the generations. So
well, I know you have your return label. You better get it back to Katy very soon. Katy, if you have twins in the family, my producers want to know what happens if they're twins.
That would be a problem.
Somebody's going to school in something from Target while the other kid gets to wear the family dress.
We'll let the mom figure that out.
You'll let the mom figure out. Well,
we have had that happen. I mean, it did happen with the same year between Caroline and Sylvie. And so we had to overnight the dress to Oregon from Colorado to make sure that Sylvie could wear it on her first day. And other times that the dress has had conflicts, what happens is one child will wear it on their first day of kindergarten, then the other child will wear it on picture day.
Oh, well, you guys have this all ironed out. Okay, I've got to think of now what to keep for Moses that I can have passed down. I got to keep going on that. So we'll see. But thank you so much for sharing this beautiful story. Your girls are absolutely adorable.
Thank you.
Take care of that dress. Get it back to Katy. I don't want any trouble.